Davis doesn't get enough credit for how good a boxer he is and how versatile and well-rounded he is as a fighter. He can fight inside, and he's a southpaw. That could be a problem too. But he can fight inside, he can fight outside, he can counterpunch, and he can go freaking get you. And he can go to the body as well as the head. This guy, again, he's become a really solid all-around fighter. He made Teddy Atlas's pound-for-pound ESPN list. He didn't make it overnight. He didn't make it quick. He just recently made it with his last couple of performances. He's on the top 10. He's that, for me, he belongs there. For me, he's more than just what he was celebrated as before. Just a good puncher. No. He's a complete pack.
I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, stole thunder and jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock. I love you. Angela Stone, I fertilize a brick. That's bad. So me, I make medicine sick. Fast. Last night I cut the light off in the bedroom, hit the switches in the bed before the room was dark. All you chumps are gonna bow when I whip him. All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him fixed, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
When I was a casual, I thought as a casual, I spoke like a casual, and I looked at boxing like a casual. But when I became a hardcore, I put away all those casual things. This is Michael Rogers, and welcome to Bodywork Boxing.
Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Bodywork Boxing. And it's fight night. We got Gervonta Tank Davis against Rolando Rolly Romero in the Battle of the Barclays. And it's crazy how, I was listening to a lot of the content creators. One of the biggest channels is, their show about Tank was all about the bet odds and how to make money. And surprisingly, one of the biggest, most influential black channels took it upon themselves to shit on Tank this week. You know what I'm saying? Bringing up his past transgressions, doubling back, trying to say they don't be downgrading Tank. But we know how when you want to compliment and accentuate the positive things about a fighter, we all know how to get the job done. I mean, they do it with Canelo and Lomachenko and, their favorite fighters like Devin Haney. But when it comes to Tank, it's always a lot of hate. But here you got Teddy Atlas talking about how Tank made it on his top 10 pound for pound. And he said that it's not because he just does one thing particularly good. He does a lot of things good. And it didn't happen overnight. We recognized the young boy, the young man coming into his own from Baltimore, faced adversity. He triumphed. He's not a statistic. And tonight, it's a celebration where Tank is going to put on a demonstration. If you go back and you listen to that Teddy Atlas interview, the full interview, you're going to hear him talk about one of the biggest things in this fight. One of the biggest key factors in this fight is the level of experience of both. Now, when it comes to people like Edgar Berlanga and all this, who's 16, 17 and 0 and all this knockout, they get all the praise, they get all the hoopla. But somebody like Rolly, who's known as a knockout artist, 14 fights, 12 knockouts, put himself in a position with one of them secondary belts to be a mandatory for Tank in the WBA in their consolidation. This all ties into the Haney Kambosos, because for that IBF, the winner of this fight will be the mandatory. Just like they were to Josh Taylor. Tank put his bid in at 135. He says he wants Devin Haney next. And tonight, it's showtime. The experience level here. Tank has 108 rounds of professional experience compared to Rolly Rolando's 51. Not to mention the extensive amateur career. He's been boxing since the age of 7, and Rolly's been boxing since the age of 17. I think a lot of people want to say, oh, he's just in the trash, he's just a knockout artist, he ain't fought nobody. Well, your favorite fighter ain't fought nobody either. But tonight, we're going to see a demonstration. I don't got it going past 6. You know, I think that, and I'm not sure. I like the uppercut, but I think that he's going to hit Rolly with something straight up. Straight down the pipe. A stifling, you know what I'm saying, jab of some sorts. Because I seen a clip where Tank in the white gloves a couple weeks back in training was looking like E Honda with them jabs. So I think he's going to stab jab to the body, come upstairs with a jab to the face. He might use one of his favorite tools, which is the uppercut, but then again, he got the hook. You heard Teddy Atlas say he can go upstairs, downstairs, it don't matter. You know, here at Body Work, we all about that body work. I'm just excited. We got Laura, you know, the Cuban fighter, I think they call him the American Dream. We got him, you know, he got a history with having beat Canelo really, you know, in the fight. He didn't get the decision, but we got Lara on the undercard. I think the undercard is sneaky good. We got Mia, Killer B Ellis fighting on this day, and a bunch of the boxers from the Upton Gym. Shout out to Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, Coach Squeeze, Senior, The Rise, all them guys, man. I know they having a ball, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. I hope Tank silences haters. You know, it's been all this hoopla about, is he staying with Floyd? Is he leaving? Most of us don't care as long as we get to see him with some of these bigger names. Tank is being more vocal about it. He did say that this was his last fight, mentioning that this is the last fight on his contract. So he's completing out this contract. Who knows if he'll re-sign or whatever. This is technically the last fight. Never said he was leaving. Never said he was staying. Even though Mayweather is a promotional company, I think that Tank wants to grab the bull by the horns on his career. Maybe talk more with Al. Maybe, you know, because Al ultimately managed him, not Floyd. Floyd promotes. You know, I heard Tarver come out earlier saying, you know, this is the second fight where Mayweather pretty much tried to steal the thunder, and nobody's actually reporting on that. They're just saying how dumb Tank is for leaving Mayweather and all this. But if you think about it, his last 2 fights, you can't say that Floyd did some untimely, or in Floyd's case, some timely things as far as promotion. He wasn't present at any of the press conferences. Leonard Ellerby held it down. I just ready to see Tank go out here and stop Rolly. I think he's gonna make Rolly quit. I think he's gonna hurt Rolly with something straight down the pike, like a stiff ass jab, and Rolly is gonna be bewildered. It's gonna be one of them ones that make his chin touch his shoulder so fast that his legs gonna buckle, and he might fall. I'm not sure, but I don't got this thing going past 6. We shall see. And here at Body Work, we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
All right. I believe you. But my Tommy gun don't. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
My word, and I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep running your mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
Hey, look, as you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fuck solid on the ring. You know what I'm saying? To the fans that know.
You know, jump outside the ring. I'm a fighter. Like I said before, ain't no safety on the clock, so